Oh, I'm good. I can't complain. I can't complain. It's so good to see your face and to connect with you here today. How have you been since Leaders Rising? Update me real quick.
Yeah, I think it's so many things happening, and I know in one of the calls I mentioned, I my job is done, my W-2 is done, so I guess that's kind.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's kind of one of my visions for the course is to be entrepreneur, transition from a professional to an entrepreneur. That
hmm
kind of happened on its own, so I guess manifestations are true. I did
Period. Yes.
manifest, right? But I think after there's been 3 months, a lot of things going on. First, I guess even though it is what I wanted, I think there's still like wound of getting laid off. It's a little
Mm,
challenging to accept the fact that somebody doesn't need you
mm,
because you always want to be needed. So that's a transition. But I also think about if we're going into the business, I initially had a lot of thoughts of going in as like leadership workshops and going to go follow corporates, but then I kind of wanted to change it to like a personal, professional, and a business coach.
mm.
So that's kind of my three things I decided. And then I created my website. I did I think one of the calls you mentioned on what you want, yours truly, and just a couple of things that about the product. So I think I did on my own website through Canva. So I
Nice.
think
Well, that's brilliant. Yes, I love that. Okay.
thank you. I did it all on my own. So I'm just gathering feedback from friends and family on how that looks. I did create a Google form, putting it out there. I think I have the packages. I signed up for free account and paper bill, so I have a landing page now.
Nice. Beautiful.
Um, so I have three products in there. Personal, I think I priced it based on the package. So personal was a little bit cheaper, professional like 1,500, and then I think for business coach I put 2,100 or something like all
hmm
3 month scores, and then option to purchase additional. So those are all done. I have a kickoff session there. I have a Google form. I think those are all good, great. So like I'm initially set up for success because that was
Yeah.
kind of holding me back. I have my business card. I went to one networking event. There's always opportunities for growth, right? So I went there, got to meet a lot of people. I think I was just getting warmed up for having those sales discussions with people. So how to start a conversation, what to do. And there is like lessons learned. I should have like some book names handy of people who wants to go into different if it's professional levels or business kind of like what is sales marketing and all that. So I'm trying to one self learn, self taught, all that. And two is the sales marketing side perspective. I think I have close to like 900 contacts in LinkedIn
Oh,
from
beautiful.
over the years. So
Yeah.
I think now I should have a plan in place to tackle them, right? So not all of them are potential client. There
hmm
is separations or divisions. I need to dissect them into different areas. I took LinkedIn contacts. I was trying to export everything in one Excel so it'll make it easier.
hmm
I couldn't find an option for that. So I'm still struggling to find if there is a way to just export all my contact name, title, phone number, and email address. And that's all I'm
Wow.
looking for.
Mm.
Um, it'll be easier. If not, then I have to go each profile, kind of figure out where they are. So it's like more manual boredom job. So it's not interesting, right? So I have been trying to figure out a better way of using this potential um, networks I have in LinkedIn. I think that'll be a great start because I already have this many people, at least you know, two clients out of that wouldn't be impossible, but I
Right.
just don't know the easy way to kind of attack it and get the client. So
Yeah.
I am struggling to kind of, finding an easy way to reach out.
hmm
And also that email marketing. So Paperbill is great for all the packages and after the fact, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the features for before. So email marketing, how do I send automated emails? How those kind of if there's templates already built in, right? So
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out if it ain't broke, why fix it? Somebody already probably did the work. I just have to figure out where it is. So
Right.
I am trying to do all that.
Okay. Yeah, you've been busy. So, I mean, just from what you told me, because it's been 3 months since, leaving the 9 to 5, leaving the W-2, and you have currently split up your business like services through to personal, professional, and business coaching, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You made your
Mm-hmm.
website on Canva. You have your application through a Google form, which is great. Paperbill account's been created. Your offers have been split up there as well. Everything's priced out properly. You have business cards made. You've been going to networking events. You've been ciphering through your LinkedIn for leads, and then of course networking referrals. And you're working on organizing them. That is a lot you have done. You have done
Yeah,
quite a bit, my dear, while also like raising your children
three
and being a
boys.
wife.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, and we're doing reflooring. So we took the carpet out and flooring. House is like a mess. Everything's everywhere. But that's kind of where I am. I am taking this serious. So that is
Yeah.
really what's coming down to. I think I was lacking motivation,
Mm,
or maybe is I guess it's just I think lack of motivation is a right category. It's just that it's I guess then bite the frog, right? So
yeah.
I
Right.
signed up for the book, so maybe I'll read it, but I just have to do it. But I'm just in my bottom, like there should be an easier way. I guess in my mind, I shouldn't be spending all these hours because there should be an easy way to do it. There should be
Yeah.
an easy way to do this. So every time I have to do a lot of work, I get just tired and bored of that work and just don't do it. But
Mm-hmm.
I am stuck. That's for real.
Okay. And that's the big piece is you're currently stuck. Okay, so I mean, you mentioned in catching me up that you are trying to one, it sounds like the biggest two issues from what you were saying or going through like your LinkedIn contacts and seeing who would be an ideal client versus who would be good to just have someone in the network and who could refer you out to different work. And then
Mm-hmm.
two, like finding it sounds like an automated platform to help with like your email marketing process and like you said, make
Mm-hmm.
things a little easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then based off of those two things, and you also can bring up anything else you feel like you want to focus on today, but what exactly would you want to use our time today for?
I think those two things, if possible.
Those
One
two things?
is just to kind of figure out easy way to tackle this lead tracking I have,
Mm-hmm.
and two is to figure out what are the marketing steps that needs to be from somebody who is not an active client, but just from the beginning to from the touch point to weekly reminders, touch base, blog
Mm-hmm.
if I have to write. So I think that's kind of all of the things I need to look for. Email marketing tips and systems in place
Systems for
to
follow-up.
for follow up.
Okay. And so from based off of that, would a like it sounds like a game plan from what you're saying would be what you want to walk away with from
Mm-hmm.
our session? Okay. Is there a specific feeling you'd like to walk away with as well?
Just motivated
Okay.
that I can do this. I can get a client.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I know. I think that's the thing. Like I'm thinking, I speak to a lot of people or in the call, like there are so many people behind me as well, right? Like who has a client, something they did right that I am missing. So I'm
Mm.
just trying to figure out that secret sauce of client coming to me.
How will you know that you got what you needed today?
If I have items to do, fill up my calendar on things that I need to work on. Or
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing anything this week. So next week after Tuesday, because the kids go back to school on
Yep,
Tuesday.
I
So
know.
I
Same
am
here.
so I'm putting everything, I'm setting up my calendar, right? So I think I took it out from I'm blocking my calendar for the times to do social content, to do reach out, to just follow up on emails and look at email. I'm sorting all this in the calendar. So I think if I can fill the rest of the time with techniques to get the first client, that would be knowing that I have what I need to go get a client.
I love that. Okay. What larger issue do you think this request is tied to?
Larger request, I think it is like everybody, I think it's the awkwardness. It could be fear of rejection, but I always tell myself, the worst thing that could happen is they can say no. So it's nothing worse that could happen. So I know that message, but still am hesitant in sending it. Either two things. One, because I'm very process driven. So once I have a process in place, everything is automatic, like I'm on a routine. But now I don't have the process. So that is making me, because and I think Sam said this in one of the calls, it's fear of success also possible, right? Because what if everything bursts and I get clients and I don't have the system set up and I am not able, I'm stuck in a limbo. So I think that's a little bit of that. Granted, that's only like 5% possible, not even that possible, but still, I'm being optimistic, getting clients, like, pouring out like failure, fear to success, right? So what if everybody is coming at one time? How will I handle it? It's just too much being confident. I think a little cocky in there, but
it's so funny.
That is part of it. But the second part is just I need the system. I think that will give me peace and it will get me going. And I could say that's the feeling. It will give me peace that I got this.
Okay. Sorry, writing all this stuff down.
I am a good writer too, so definitely understand.
And then finally, how does this request support your larger goal of overall just putting yourself out there more? I guess the larger goal would actually be getting some damn clients.
That's it, right? Yeah. Getting the business out, moving, taking a step forward. Definitely, I think that's part of the goal 18 months ago was to transition. So I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
Is just the second part, and I have 3 more months to go. The second semester.
Oh, that's so neat. What you just said is lovely. You just said part of this journey starting 18 months ago was being able to transition out of the job fully. And it feels like I'm at the second semester. And I really want to affirm you here because, like, when I met you in January of this past year, which at this point is now, 8 months ago, you were a little stuck in some spaces, like around the confidence piece, but you knew that you were like right at the cusp of popping off, right at the cusp of greatness. And then not even a few months later, it's been 3 months since, you and the job are no longer together. You now have all of this space to really tackle what you've wanted this entire time. You did all the work. You did all the work in getting certified and going through the process and steps and getting your certifications and going through the programs to prepare for quite literally that. And now you're here and it's like, wow, like you said, I have 3 months left. You don't think you can get 2 clients in 3 months? I think you can.
No, I don't want to be cocky. I just hope really it happens. I think it's just that I need to do the work. Yeah, it's just the 2 clients, right? I think it's the most important things. I know I need to work. I know I have to find the time, and I'm confident I'll find the time if it's really that important to me. I think it's just that I guess I need to be able to nail the reasoning behind what's stopping me right now and break that barrier.
Okay. I mean,
I'm thinking it's like too many different things. I just don't know which one exactly it is.
Well, I mean, it really isn't. Just based off of what, like you said, around the request for today, you want to, for one, figure out a game plan to tackle the frog. The frog being your email marketing and systems to follow up, which honestly just sounds like one automated system, right? So, like, figuring out how can we create that one system that works best for Mathruka, for Maddie. Like that's the most
Yeah.
important thing. You say you want to leave here feeling motivated, that you want to leave with a tangible item of our to-do list being done and ready to tackle for next week when the kids go back to school. What's really going on tied to that was that marketing itself feels awkward. There's still a fear of rejection there, and even a fear of success. And when you said, what if what if everyone comes all the time and I don't have the systems? You're quite literally taking the time now to create the system. So that way,
Mm-hmm.
when you do have more than two clients coming at you at one time, you're ready. So
Yeah.
like let's not get it twisted. Like you're taking the steps to do that, right? Like
Yeah.
you're getting prepared, which is the beautiful piece. And then you had said specifically in regards to the larger issue as well, which is just like you need a system to help you stay focused and motivated, and that this supports request wise the larger goal of being able to leave the job and transition out, and you're almost there. You just have like 3 months left to close it out and be
Mm-hmm.
done with this chapter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you
I
don't
think
sound
financially
scattered.
I'm that pretty set for 3 months. I would be able to not panic for 3 months. So
Yeah.
that'll put me at 6 month mark, and then I will start panicking without a paycheck. So then I have to figure out, oh, it's almost end of the year, so it still have to be the beginning of the year. So I still have the rest of the 4 months
Mm-hmm.
to try to break it,
Yeah.
break the cycle, because all my family's always been working and never been an entrepreneur. So I'll be one of a kind.
Wow. And you're setting an example for your boys. Oh, it's so cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Okay. Well, we have the request. Let's go ahead and take like the next like 15 minutes to really tackle it and
Mm-hmm.
dive deep into it. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Great. So let me see here. So as you know, I do hybrid style coaching. And I'm going to be asking you questions the entire time, but because you mentioned a couple of systems in the like breakdown, the update that you gave me when we were connecting, I want to pull up one of those systems that you had mentioned, Paperbell, and see what automation we can get out of that system since you're already using it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of things you mentioned around email marketing, around follow-up, and I want to see if there's any features in that specific platform that you're using to see
Mm-hmm.
if we can start from there and then see what gaps need to be filled in. How does that sound to you?
That sounds great. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and pull that up and then you can, I believe you should be able to share your screen with me. So the stuff that we have for sure that we know is automated from that is that you'll have appointment reminders. Paperbell is automation wise covering your appointments, your scheduling, appointment and reminders via email and text, confirmation emails, and then your calls will be able to get updated. So, like the actual recordings of the calls, your notes, your payments slash invoices, your landing page for your offer. And I think that's everything, correct? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different areas that we know Paperbell is going to cover. So the gaps from what this is saying, it needs to be filled in. Will need to be email marketing.
Can I show you one more thing?
Go for it.
I created like flyers to send to people, right? Like a free consult flyer. So I
Okay, great. And
created
so are you so
like
you're
this.
wanting to email these out or are you wanting to get them printed?
I got some printed and I distributed during the networking event in
Nice.
person.
Nice.
I did 3 different versions. One was for personal, one was for professional. So what that differentiates is like if you are. So if you are, this is targeted more for personal problems. The other
Mm-hmm.
one is more professional version of it. And then the third version of it is for the business. So it's kind of, I have 3 different flyers I've created. I can start sending these out,
Yeah,
right? Like I should be,
absolutely.
I should be able to. It has the QR code. It looks great.
So then
Colors are all
what's
material.
stopping you from sending it out? What's stopping you from
It's just,
sending it?
it's just that I think it's tedious work in LinkedIn to find if it was just a, but here's the thing. I have to do it one by one now. right?
Can I challenge you on that?
Yeah.
Do you have to send it one by one? Or could you
Because it's,
potentially post it on your feed?
I did. I didn't get
Uh-huh.
no traction.
Okay. How many times have you
Uh,
done that?
2 times. That's not enough, you think? All
What
right, so
what person on a regular basis is going to be clicking into LinkedIn multiple times a day, if not even once a week? You got
it got like 2,000 impressions, so people did
That's
see
great.
it.
That's great. Okay. Yes.
So
So
people do want to know what I'm doing.
yeah.
So there is all these things. So I guess I try to do a transition on a note,
Yeah.
but I also want to put this in a blog inside my website, right?
Yeah.
So I want to. You could take a look if you have. It's craftyourconfidence.com. That's my
Mhm.
website.
Okay.
Um, so it may be a place to put it out there and see if I can use my material as a blog. But I think it's just that I have the LinkedIn people. I just don't have that in Excel format. So it looks
Mm.
like it's just the work I have to do because I need to categorize them on which area would they fall, right?
Yeah.
If it's not these three, can we put them in a referral? Because I also wouldn't mind sending it to our HR folks or my
Yeah.
HR people who wants to do coaching for their leaders, right? So I could tell them I'm focusing full time on this. If you have like we can do it's a program like a test program. Take
Mhm.
3 high potentials of yours, give them to me for 3 months, let me coach them, and you see the difference.
Okay. So it sounds like you already have like a whole program in place around that, but your task
No,
that
it's
you
just in my head.
yeah, you just need to okay, so it sounds like you need to write that down, right?
I need to write that
Okay.
down.
Write corporate proposal down. I'm gonna put that in your to-do list because that's what you said. You want to walk away with a list. We're building that list for you.
Yeah.
Because of your background, from what you've told me and what I know about you, it sounds to me that you would do really well at corporate coaching, doing executive coaching, corporate coaching. It also sounds like you probably have a lot of ties in your network that are in HR in general.
Yeah.
And so, so you said earlier it's going to be tedious to send the flyer out one by one. What if you just sent it out to people in your specific target audience in that corporate setting?
Yeah. It's still I have to do it one by one though, right? Like there's not an easy way in LinkedIn for me to send it.
Right, but it's also not all 900 of the people who you connect to.
I know.
It's only it would
Yeah.
that would size it down to what, maybe like 300 people.
Yeah. I could
Mm-hmm.
even, sending it out to 10 people would be a success.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So then,
I just don't want to copy, paste, and click send.
mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
You just don't. Okay. Does it feel too monotonous to you? What would be a way you can gamify that process and make it feel more rewarding for yourself? I know you like playing games. I also like playing games, so I love
I
gamifying.
do.
Yeah, we talked about this.
I do like games. That's what I do, right? Like now I'm
Mm-hmm.
like playing games. I'm like, this is absolutely not going to make me any money. Why am I wasting my time here? But still, like, I do definitely think that's an interesting thought.
How can you gamify the process?
I can take my top favorite
Uh-huh.
10 HR people that I worked in
Uh-huh.
and send it to them
Okay.
specifically.
Take top 10 favorites in HR and send them a LinkedIn message with the flyer and a proposal.
Yeah.
And how would you reward yourself once you finish that?
No celebration is not a. I go out to drinks. It's not a problem. I do my nails all the time.
Give me like one specific way you can reward yourself once you
I
get that
would buy
done.
an expensive bottle of scotch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so we've made some progress here because it sounds like to me that the monotonous tasks probably would feel a lot better if you had a space where you could like tick them off like you would in a game, and then you knew at the end of it you could reward yourself with something once it was done.
Yeah,
Because your whole
that's a
energy
really,
from what I like literally like shifted the moment you had that thought. It's like, oh wait, I can make this fun for myself.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can. I just don't. I haven't invested time in it, so that's
Mm.
something. I think I say this like I've been saying this for 3 weeks. I just maybe gamifying it would be the one is to find a reward after sending 10 emails.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Figure it out.
I mean that part covers like quite literally the portion around the request when it came to like feeling motivated, things feeling less awkward, right? And finding a system that allows you to stay focused and to stay motivated, right?
Yeah.
So then looking at like the email marketing side of things, and then maybe even like a task management system. Have you done any market research around what kind of email marketing system and task management system you'd want to use?
Now, yeah, I did a lot. So that's
Okay.
where but I think there is the problem is you probably are facing this as well. There's so many different systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to chunk it. So if for designing, you have to have Canva, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a website, you need to have GoDaddy or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need to have like professional emails, and you need to have like Office 365. It's like three different things, dial pad for
Mm-hmm.
meetings, right? Like, I think it's just like it'll be nice to have everything like a one stop shop. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I like Paper Bill, but Paper Bill is all after you get the clients.
Right.
Before the clients, email marketing, I looked at several different things. Everything is cost involved, right? Like, which one? I like. I guess my hesitation is to purchase a big plan when
Yeah.
I don't see the benefits.
The
So I
benefit
guess
of
like
it.
I need to kind of get a grasp of it. But I did check like different HubSpot, email marketing, small companies. I did write down yesterday a new company that I saw, which
Uh-huh.
had a lot of email marketing. So I wrote their name down to research more.
What was the name of it?
Right inbox.
Right inbox.
Yeah, RIGHT inbox.
I love the play on words. Okay, so it is an extension to your
Extension.
Gmail.
Yeah. So in the pricing part where I went, they had this professional package,
Mm-hmm.
which has like email tracking, one, you can mail merge, email sequences, integration, recurring emails, I could schedule that, reminders, private notes, templates, and later signatures.
Mm-hmm.
This had everything unlimited, so I wrote it down as potential. But I haven't bought it yet. I think I have to do more research
Yeah.
on.
Because the only thing I don't see on this is like mass emailing. This looks like it's good for like one-to-one. But when you're trying to like mass email your entire list, you would still have to like copy and paste your contact list and drop it into BCC, when in actuality you probably would want something that you don't have to do that. It would just do it for you after you write the email and then blast it out to your list.
Yeah, I have it in my mind. Maybe I just wrote it down as I was speaking to
Mm-hmm.
see what kind of options does LinkedIn have for email marketing.
That's a great question. I don't know if they have email marketing.
I
Hold
think they have
on.
like premium features, right? What does that premium feature offer?
I know LinkedIn's like premium features, like it's more time to like being able to message certain people, like versus having
Mm,
to you can cold message them versus having to like follow them and get accepted and etc. Because I don't think they have like an email marketing
yeah.
platform, but they do have like an
See,
email marketing course. Like they have like resources around email marketing there.
okay, I'm going to have to do that. I have to commit to complete that email marketing training on LinkedIn. So I
Yeah,
do have that.
that is a great start. Okay, cool. So commit to email marketing training on LinkedIn. Yeah.
Have that paid. subscription.
Yeah, go ahead and use it. That's a massive,
Yeah,
so fantastic resource.
right. That's how I used to do, listen to all the coaching and a lot more leadership training, all on
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I have them for 4 years.
yeah.
Um,
So I mean, with looking for, because I want to make sure, because I know you want to like leave with like an actual portion around the email marketing piece. Whether it's a system or now you have the commitment to finish the actual email marketing training. Do you mind if I give you like a couple of like systems you can potentially look into?
yes, please. That's exactly. It's very helpful. Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of them. One, I hate them, but they're the most accessible. MailChimp.
Hmm.
That's like the email marketing system that everyone probably will go through from start to finish when they first start their business. Just because it's free, it's automated, and it's easy to use. So MailChimp is like one of the ones that comes top of mind. They're also
Oh,
owned
that's
by
great.
Intuit. That's like they're very credible. I just hate their user
Uh-huh.
interface, and I want to give that as a caveat because they drive me crazy. But that is what I actually started off with was MailChimp.
Okay.
And it's free up to your first 500 email subscribers. So you can start with the free subscription. You can build your list with it. And then when it's time to move on, you can say you'll hopefully be at a point to where you're like, okay, I'm going to get a more encompassing system that has all of these things, including my customer relations management system that covers my email list and all of that and email marketing. But that's at a later
Got it.
time. Right now, it's
Perfect.
okay to bootstrap and figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Another system that you can also use is one called MailerLite. And MailerLite, you can try it free as well. I love their UI a whole lot better. That's MAILER, Lite, LITE. Very intuitive user interface, drag and drop when it comes to actually building the emails. And I remember you saying you have to have graphics for the
Yeah.
emails. With that, that's not necessary. If you want to add graphics, you can, but you can do all of your branding and all of the drops of everything inside of MailerLite, which is very convenient. They're also very cost effective as well, and you can have a free trial off the jump and use those paid features, which is awesome. So you can get a feel for that. And then once you decide you want to pay for it, it's only $20 a month. So that's $20 for unlimited features,
Yeah.
which is very, very helpful. But they have a forever free plan. So you can start off free. It has everything to automate campaigns and send up to 12,000 emails to up to 100 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers, excuse me. So those would
Got
be
it.
the two where I'm like, yeah, start with those because they're not only free, but they're reliable and
Mm-hmm.
they sync for the most part with any system that you're working with so far.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'll put it on here. Research MailChimp versus MailerLite.
Yeah.
Okay. So checking back in here, because I know we're around the point where we have to wrap up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
Little excited, I want to say. So now I have at least good two sites to look into. So I think
Mm-hmm.
like, coming from you, it means a lot because you're somebody who probably have done that, been in my shoes. So
Yep.
definitely I like that. I have a training that's part of self learning, which is within my control. That
Mm-hmm.
is great. I have email templates that I need to put it out. I think I have the referral template already. It just
Nice.
we just clean up a bit, and I'm ready to send it. I think it's just gamifying it with sending 10 people my favorite, and then moving down from that. I think would help. And I think lastly, I just have to invest that time in making
Mm,
that list. It is going to be a lot of work, a week to a month, but
mm-hmm.
at least I will have everything handy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What could you set yourself as a goal? Because we realize we like gamifying things. What could be a goal for lead outreach and follow up each week?
I would say I want to start reasonable 10 a day. I think the one thing I was missing still in the previous weeks when I had this goal is that the gamifying mode of it.
Yeah.
So when I put the game on mode and try it, maybe I will be
Game
much
on
more
mode.
game on
I
and
love
see.
that.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is where I can rub it in people's face who said I can't do it with the client. So if I
Mm-hmm.
do this, it gives me the opportunity to rub it in people's face.
Yeah, absolutely. Rub it in their face. You did it. You proved
Yeah.
them wrong. Okay, so then I mean, like, it's beautiful. So just to review, just the commitments that you currently made. One, the goal and the main thing we want to walk away with today was you want to have a system that you could use to help with your follow up and with the like business admin tasks. We have realized that that is going to be through gamification of these tasks and creating a list and then a reward system to make it more fun to do. You're going to take your top 10 favorites in HR and send them a LinkedIn message with the flyer and the proposal. The reward is going to be you're going to buy yourself an expensive bottle of scotch after you get that done.
Yeah.
We're going to set up automated systems around email marketing and task management. You're going to look up MailChimp or MailerLite to figure out which system you'd want to use and prefer to make sure that happens. You're going to commit to finishing the email marketing training on LinkedIn and also doing 10 leads of either outreach or follow-up per day, which would be a total of 70 leads a week. Or if you're doing business week, it's 50 leads a week.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you would like to add on to this list?
No, I think anything else I do would be extra mile.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. I mean,
Thank
so
you.
then of course, what insights are you taking away from this conversation today?
I think there was two things I wanted to give you kudos to because I have been doing in the last 9 months with different IGC coaches and partner coaching and all the other things. I think two things that sets you apart is the gaming part, like where I don't think anybody have um, challenged me to gamify it. That is definitely something a great strategy to keep in my back pocket. I
Oh.
think the other one is the resources
Mm.
that you gave for all the other things. Oh, the other one is the research part. So
Ah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think that's nobody have asked me that question. What research have you done so far? So those two things is brand new coming from
Mm.
a coach, and I haven't heard from any other coach. So that's great. Thank you. I think that's
Yeah.
something very inspiring. It's a different strategy, but still putting this back on them. The research is kind of reminding us that we are in control
Mm-hmm.
of what we do and how we do it. So that was two things that I want to highlight from today, but also hard questions. That was great. Thank you. I needed
Of
that.
course. Of course. What breakthroughs did you have inside of our work today?
I think it's just trying to find the joy in everything you do, even if it's a boredom. You know you have to do it because that is going to get you to the end goal. Finding joy in things you do or spending time to make it your own is definitely an inspiration for me from today.
Mm, I love that. Finding
Yeah.
joy. It's very Marie Kondo of you. Um,
Just enjoy every moment, I guess.
yeah. See, I love that. Is there any clarity that you've gained from our session today?
I think a lot. Definitely different style of coaching,
Mm,
different resources. You could be a hybrid, right? It's different, definitely a style. And
mm-hmm.
then also it's about just putting in the work. Harsh reality is there's no way around it. You have to do
Mm-hmm.
it. If you
Yeah.
need success, you have to do it. So
Yeah. Is there anything you want me to follow up with you via email with?
I think I'm good. I am good for now. I'll reach out if I need anything.
Hey. All right. And then last but not least, what is your IGC from this call? Your inspiration, goals, and celebration?
All three. Inspiration is definitely to find or gamify things that I don't like to do. That
Period. We
still
love
needs to
that.
be done. Period. That's the inspiration. I think the goal is to make sure that I do reach out to the 10 HR people
Mm.
and continue to do more, continue to finish that Excel. And then celebration is just that, I think, affirmations that I got from you. That is great. Always, it's good to hear from a third person who is just observing you from a far distance. So definitely that was really helpful, and I like that, and I'm going to celebrate that.
Yay! Oh, if there's anything else that you need further, you know where to find me. You're one of my favorite humans. I adore you. And
Oh, thank you,
I'm so proud of you and everything that you've
Oh,
already done and everything you're about to continue to do.
thank you, really helpful. Needed that. Swim on it today. Thank you.
Yeah.